Let me ask you a question. Close your eyes. And when you picture the word home, what do you see? Do you see a flat picture? Or do you feel the warmth of a fuzzy blanket, the smooth texture of a polished table? Or maybe you even hear the creak of old wood under your feet. That's texture. Hi, Mind Creatives. Today we are talking about the graphic design element texture. And texture is really a design paradox. On one hand, it is nothing but an illusion. And on the other hand, it feels more real than anything else. Texture is all about how things feel or how they appear to feel. You could have soft or hard, glossy or matte, smooth or rough. And there are two types of texture. We have tactile or visual. But in graphic design, we mainly deal with visual texture, which is the illusion of a tactile surface, whereas tactile is the actual feel of a surface. You could think of things like the roughness of sandpaper or the softness of velvet. Visual texture, on the other hand, is the creative look of a specific texture, even though in reality it is just nothing more than a flat surface. And in philosophy, perception isn't just sight, it is our senses interacting with each other. For example, when we see wood grain printed on a paper, our mind automatically thinks about what wood grain actually feels like. It may even trigger the smell of cedar. The visual texture awakens the association, and artists have leaned into this for centuries. You could think of Van Gogh's brushstrokes, or Japanese prints, or even the Bauhaus posters. Texture is a statement of emotion, serenity, and futurism. And in graphic design today, texture tends to be like soft grain overlays, or linen business cards, or maybe even a glossy versus matte print. Gloss equals luxury, where matte stays quiet and confident. Texture is a carrier of meaning, and each one speaks a language. Smooth tends to equal calm and sleek, where rough, it feels very wild and earthy, and metallic tends to be very futuristic, and fabric textures tend to be comforting and nostalgic. And when you layer textures, it tends to compose emotions. So how could you use texture in your own work? Start by thinking about the message. Are you aiming for something sleek and modern? Then you might want to use smooth, clean textures. Or if you're working with a brand that might be more earthy and organic, go for a more rough and natural texture. An exercise that you could do is by taking one design and swapping the texture. Grain makes it feel more cinematic, where paper fibers are handmade. At the core, it's the same design, but it lives in different realities. And don't be afraid to experiment with different techniques to create texture. You could use brushes, patterns, overlays, blending modes. See how it changes the look and feel of your design work. And don't be afraid to experiment with mixing textures to make something more complex. My challenge for you, next time that you're designing, don't just pick something that looks good. Ask yourself, what do I want the audience to feel? Texture is where design transcends flatness. But okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That's all I have for you today. This is my little spiel about texture. Please tell me in the comments how you like to use texture. And if this video made you think about design in a little different way, then consider subscribing, because I make videos just like this every single week. That's all I have for you for now. Bye!